Good morning. If your house is anything like mine, it seems almost impossible to get everyone up, dressed, and out by a certain time. But there are some tips that I can give you to maybe help that process become a little bit easier. I'm Heather Lursey. Please hit the subscribe button below, and if you have any comments or questions, leave them in that section. I'm happy to answer whatever I can. So, morning routines. First thing is that everything should have a place. I know this sounds perfectly logical and we all try to do that, but it really will help in the morning if your keys are always in the same place. If when you arrive home, you put your keys where you think they belong, then they'll be there in the morning when you need to find them. And it's important to teach your children these types of things as well. Where do they put their shoes? Where do they put their backpack? Those are all things that are going to help speed your morning if you're not spending time running around looking for them. Second, do anything you can to prepare for the next day the night before. Maybe pack lunches. As soon as dinner's over, grab Tupperware. Put the leftovers in the Tupperware so that your child could take them in a packed lunch or you could take it to work. Having some of those things done will help move the morning along. Pick out your outfit. Have your child pick out their outfit. This is somewhere where you're going to help them make a choice. Maybe it's choose outfit A or B. They make their choice and then hang it outside the closet door. So when they get up, they get right into those clothes. Myself, I'll sometimes pick out two outfits, my outfit that I really think I'm going to wear, and then a backup just in case I get up and I don't want to wear the outfit I picked out for that day. So I'll go to plan B. I also follow another YouTuber, the Fly Lady. One of the things that helps me is if I unload the dishwasher in the morning. If I load it at night after dinner, turn it on, then all the dishes are going to be clean in the morning, and I can quickly unload the dishwasher. Either in the morning or at night, give your sinks a little wipe out, your kitchen sink and your bathroom sinks. And in the morning, again, if you can, put a load of laundry in. When you get home, you can throw it in the dryer. I mention these things because the more tidy that the house is, the less frantic I feel. If that's something that happens to you as well, then the more organized you can be and the more calm things appear, the more calm you will be. And that will help you in the morning. Now comes the more difficult part of establishing a morning routine. Everyone in your house, including you, should go to bed on time. This seems obvious, but the more sleep that we get, or the more appropriate sleep that we get, the less tired we're going to be in the morning. This is hard for me. It's hard for everybody. But establish those bedtimes and try to stick to them. Set an alarm for everyone in the house. Even younger children, elementary age children, can learn to get up with an alarm clock. Believe me, the earlier you start to build these habits, the easier it's going to be when you have a teenager and they are very tired in the mornings. So get started with an alarm clock routine. And when I say a clock, that's what I mean, not a phone. As I've mentioned in some previous videos, phones aren't necessarily the best thing to wake up to, especially for your children. Their phones, if they have them, should be charging somewhere besides their bedroom. Those texts and calls are going to come in the middle of the night and disrupt your child's sleep. So by having them in a different room, your child won't be awakened. So just go to the store, pick out an old-fashioned alarm clock of some sort, teach your child how to set it, and use that to help them get up in the morning. Remember to eat breakfast. You've got to know your family's personalities as you're planning for this. Sometimes children will eat very slowly. Sometimes you want to linger over a cup of coffee. Sometimes children really don't like to eat first thing when they get up in the morning. So think through those things. If you've got a slow eater or you want to be leisurely as you're drinking your first cup of coffee, then give yourself some extra time so that you're not rushing that process. If your child doesn't want to eat breakfast in the morning, then perhaps you give them something to drink, a glass of milk, glass of orange juice, and then pack maybe a protein bar in their lunchbox or backpack, something that they can grab for a snack time or in between classes when they actually are hungry and ready to eat. Everything else is actually pretty logical. But of course, there's always dilly-dallying around. Somebody who just isn't moving the way they need to be moving. I usually give a time limit. Let them know I'm going to be leaving in 5 minutes. The thing is, when you do that, you have to mean it. So if your child is still in their pajamas or doesn't have their shoes on, they just need to get in the car, get buckled up, and head on to school. Believe me, when they go to school and have to get changed into their clothes because they're not going to want to go in their pajamas, or they forget their shoes and then maybe they can't play on the playground that day, then they're going to learn natural consequences to their actions. So be sure to give them a warning, to give them a little bit of time, but then do what you say. If you say you're going to leave in 5 minutes and you're able to do so without your child in the car, that's also something you can do. Maybe if someone else is in the house and you say, I'm leaving in 5 minutes and they're not there, go on to work. Leave them at home. There's nothing that's going to happen by them staying at home for a day. They'll be fine, but they'll know then that you mean what you are saying. So you have to be firm and you have to be willing to follow through with those consequences. So these are some of the morning routine ideas that were helpful for my family. If you've got some morning routine ideas that you use, please put them in the comments below. They'll help the community as a whole. Thanks so much.